A parent's job is to protect and provide for their children. Unfortunately, that is not always the case.
Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him?
Sometimes those whom we depend on the most can turn evil.
And she says that her stepfather is killing everybody in her house.
Stand the up!
In today's video, we discuss 3 cases when cops had to arrest evil parents. You won't believe what the dad in the second video did.
What's going on, man?
Nothing.
However, we will start with a mother who compromised her children's safety by being neglectful. On August 28, 2021, police were called to a blood bank where a passerby reported 2 children stuck inside a hot SUV.
I was just doing an Uber Eats here.
You're fine, okay.
Drove by and the little girl was hanging out the window screaming.
What, the windows was rolled up though?
Like the two are like how they are were kind of like how they are, but the 2 back were this one was up. The little like 3-year-old here was hanging out the car screaming, like screaming for her mom. So I stopped and I was like, "What's your mom's name?"
What's your name?
Steven.
You notify.
I do gig work for work.
Okay,
so
okay.
I was doing an Uber Eats here, and like I said, I drive by and the little girl was hanging out the window screaming for her mom. So I'm a parent, so I walked up to the car to make sure there was nobody in the car with them, and I asked her. I said, "What's your mom's name? I'll go get her." And then I saw the security guard and I asked him to come outside because this is a serious matter. And I was like, "You gotta call the police. This isn't okay."
Okay.
The officer found 2 girls, ages 2 and 5, inside the car. According to the witness, one of them was screaming for water and calling for their mom. She was nowhere to be found, and so a search ensued.
79.
Hi.
Drove by. Little girl was hanging out.
You guys okay?
Like the 2 are like 2 how they are. We're kind of like how they are, but the 2 back.
The front ones.
This one was up.
Where's mom at?
Somewhere in her donating, man. Little girl said she's been here for a long time. She woke up, both of them woke up. They were both asleep.
My manager's inside trying to find out who's the parent right now.
Okay.
So we can disconnect them if they're in the middle and get them out here.
Gotcha. Hey, what's your mom's name? What's that? What's your mom's name?
What is it?
Tamisha.
Tamisha. Yep. She was a new donor too. She's been in here for at least 2 hours.
The mother is Tamesha Massey and had been in the medical facility donating plasma. The blood bank employee estimates she has been inside for 2 hours. Tamesha Massey eventually arrives, but when the officer goes to verify her checking in time, he realizes how much worse the situation could have been.
How long have you been in there? It's only been like an hour. It hasn't been that long. Ma'am,
The children had been inside that car for more than 3 hours. The temperature on the day was recorded at about 80 degrees, but temperatures inside a car with the windows up can get dangerously high very quickly. This means that they could have soon started feeling dehydrated, fainted, or worse. Incredibly enough, Massey does not seem to realize what she has just put her kids through.
So we should, however, we can receive a 911 call saying the vehicle was turned off with the windows up and the kids. Hey, can you come here? Do me a favor, start reaching in the vehicle.
I'm trying to charge it so I can call.
Okay. The windows was rolled up.
Yes, ma'am.
And the kids are here alone.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
We come here. However, people were here, bystanders were able to, open the door, give the kids some water. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
However, this is serious. This is severity crime. Okay. You can't just leave the kids in the car unattended. All right. The car was not on.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't leave it on.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot outside. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you mean to? Okay.
Even if it was on, people can take your children.
Yeah.
They can take your car.
Yeah.
And it's like near 85 degrees outside. Inside that car heats up very fast. Yeah. And children at a young age are they're easily raise their temperature level.
All right, so I'm gonna go talk to my sergeant here. We're gonna let you know how we're gonna proceed. We're gonna go to the hospital, get the kids checked out. I'm gonna notify Child Family Services. All right.
It wasn't until now that Massey realized that she wasn't free to go home.
I'm getting arrested. Okay, I'm sorry.
Are you pregnant or postpartum?
No.
Go put your hands behind. We're just detaining you right now, right?
I'm being detained?
Yes. Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying. There you go.
Don't see my baby.
Yeah, stand by, alright? Hold on. I'm gonna double lock them so they don't get tighter, alright?
Can't see my baby.
Hold on.
Police arrested Massey and charged her with child endangerment.
Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him? Please, can I go and see him?
Hey, laugh.
Can I go and see them?
Yeah, they're going to the hospital, okay?
The children were placed with an out-of-state relative as Massey was entered into a drug court, where she completed a rehabilitation program 6 months later. Tamesha learned a harsh lesson that day, but at least her children were lucky enough to be saved by strangers. However, sometimes evil parents can do even more terrible things.
He executed them in his own home with a rifle.
Like Ohio's Chad Dorman. On June 15, 2023, the Clermont County Communication Center received a 911 call from a distressed woman who was screaming that her babies had been shot.
Can you tell how many people have been shot?
I think 2 children.
Okay. All right, I need, what was
that I've seen.
Within seconds, they received another chilling 911 call.
There's a girl running down the street saying that her stepfather is killing everyone in her family.
And what did the female say to you?
And she says that her stepfather is killing everybody in her house.
Did you say how or what was happening?
I asked her to get in the car with me, and she said she couldn't leave her family.
Just after 4 p.m., police officers appear on the scene to find 32-year-old Chad Dorman sitting on his doorstep with a rifle by his side.
Show us your hands now!
Stand up!
Stand up! Stand up!
Stand up now! Stand up!
Stand up!
Get your hands up here. Tell them we're 21. It's in the air.
Those guys can confirm that there's people that are first aid, and that's the shooter who's not complying. They need to take care of them.
The officers went in with weapons drawn, and even though it never looked like the suspect was going to resist or injure the cops, they were not leaving it to chance. That's because Dorman has just committed a truly evil act. He has executed 3 young boys ages 3, 4, and 7, his own children, with the rifle.
I got it.
Victims, they have to shoot him and shoot him.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs.
63, we're 21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs when I was little, but I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you.
63.
Get your butt inside. Gatlin, get your butt inside.
We on primary?
Now.
29, we got 3 kids down.
3 kids down, 16 up.
Gatlin.
63, we're 21.
Knock
Have
it off.
EMS respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised.
Robert 34, just start a mass casualty response.
63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard. What are you doing, man?
Hey, are you copying all this?
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him.
All right.
He won't bite you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm gonna
I
get
ain't
you
gonna
here
do
in a
nothing. I ain't running
second.
away. You can do whatever you want with me.
For someone who has just done what Dorman has, the calmness he shows here is shocking. He tries to strike up a conversation with the officers, telling them about the dog and asking to be stood up.
Here. You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the house?
Yeah.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
This is Will.
However, the evidence of his crimes is chilling. The bodies of his victims lie just a few feet away from the place of his arrest. As he continues to try and chat with the officers,
Can you get the wallet out of my back pocket? Shut up, dude. You had to right to remain silent, you fucking user.
in the line of duty, police officers come across all sorts of criminals. But here the officer's disgust is evident. It's like he wants Dorman to remain silent as he transports him to the police car. Chad Dorman was later indicted on 9 counts of aggravated murder. He confessed to planning and carrying out the deaths of his boys for several months.
The boys was able to flee into a field near home. And again, we know from his admission, father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the happen on a whim. He's confessed to what I believe is the worst crime, at least I hope, that I'll see in my lifetime.
Prosecutors in the case are pushing for the death penalty.
We're going to ask this court to issue a bond we've never asked for before. I'm going to ask for a bond of $20 million. I hope I never need to request such a bond again.
Chad Dorman did something unthinkable, as did the New Mexico teenager Alexis Trevizo. On January 27th, Alexi went to the hospital with complaints of lower back pain. However, the hospital staff soon discovered she was secretly pregnant. But Alexi kept denying the truth and committed a horrific crime. A member of the hospital staff explains the harrowing act.
So we started working her up. We did a pregnancy test on her, showed positive. She was denying that she had sex. Then she said she had to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She was in there for quite a while. We kept knocking on the door. Finally, we got her to open the door, and there was blood everywhere. She was cleaning it up. Okay. So we took her back to the room, and I was afraid that she knew she was pregnant. She had done something to herself. So the doctor started doing an exam on her. We had the lady come to clean the bathroom. She put the baby in the trash can, and then she put another clean liner over the top of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So when they looked in there, there was no trash in there, but it was underneath the clean bag. The baby's dead. Okay, we have him in trauma too, but she killed the kid.
Yeah. How old was the baby?
I don't know. It's full term. She just had it. She had it in the bathroom. Was what happened, and then whatever she did, I don't know. She's gonna lie. She wouldn't tell us she's pregnant. She's been lying the whole time. Okay. So that's what's going on.
The 19-year-old went to the bathroom where she gave birth to a baby and threw it in the trash, all because she was too afraid to tell her mother.
Never, ever seen a reaction like that girl.
The doctor accompanies the officers to Alexi's hospital room, where her mother is about to learn the terrible truth.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. He came out at me and I didn't know what to do.
Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth.
Scared. It was not crying or nothing.
What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number 1 priority, guys. Number 1 priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her up there as soon as possible.
Okay.
I obviously need your permission to transfer her for medicals. She needs to
She's
be
19.
Oh, you're right.
But she is a student too.
She's still 19 years
you're
old.
right. You're right. She needs to. I'm sorry, I forgot she's 19.
Keep having me.
But you need to make sure that you're safe. I need to send you to Loveless to labor and delivery. Will you please agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna work on that. I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering a baby and it looked like you tried to hide it, we do have to have the police involved.
And nothing was crying. It came out with nothing.
I know. But the baby's gonna have to be taken for autopsy and there'll be an investigator and everything. I'm really sorry, guys.
She says she was scared and did not know what to do, even though she was inside a hospital surrounded by doctors. Alexi chose to do something truly evil. She is crying, but she keeps referring to the baby she just killed as a thing and calls it nothing, showing her complete disregard for what she just did. But it is not just Alexi. There is something to be said about her mother as well, who is present at the scene, but even though she grills her daughter, her reaction isn't what you would expect from someone who just learned of the horrible crime.
Do you guys have, I'm the charge nurse here, do you guys have any questions for me?
Like, how big is the baby?
It's full term.
What? 9 months?
Nothing was crying.
Lexi, have you watched the news of the girls that what they do to their babies and what they go to jail?
Nothing was crying.
I can't tell you nothing, honestly, okay? All I can say
She's
is,
not gonna go to jail.
right now,
No?
well, right now, she's being detained. So she's not gonna leave from here at all, period. Okay? So one of us will
Is
be
it in your custody? Like,
yeah, she's detained. Yeah, she's not under arrest, but she is detained. Okay, she's not free to leave. So while this whole thing is coming up, you're not free to leave. Okay, one of us will be in here the whole time with you, because you're not going to try to leave or nothing like that.
If you mind in the toilet bag? You put it in the bag?
Yes.
In what bag? Why did you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for this.
Alexi's mother is acting like a strict parent who is about to ground her child. But this is much more serious. It has to be said that everything that transpired in the hospital was in some way a result of the controlling attitude of Alexi's mother. Alexi Trevizo was later taken into custody from her home after officers had to deal with some more bad behavior from her mother.
This is my house. I have a right to see the warrant.
I'm letting you know she has a warrant for her arrest. We don't have a search warrant for your house. We have a warrant for her arrest.
Okay, can we see the warrant?
Yeah, once we,
She gets a copy of it.
Can I go up there when you take her up there?
You can go to the detention. Do you know where it is?
Everything?
It's
Okay,
nowhere.
so what is she under arrest for?
She's over 18. Just gotta talk to her.
I understand that,
Right.
Detective Gonzalez.
Right.
What is she under arrest for?
She has a warrant for arrest. Okay?
For what?
That's all I'm gonna tell you. Okay?
What do you mean that's all you're going to tell me?
she's over the age of 18.
I understand that, but I have a right to know as well.
And we'll tell you that, but we
Okay,
we
then
need
let
the
me know
cooperation.
now.
We need the cooperation.
Let me know now. I'm giving you the cooperation. I told you everything. Answer my question.
Well,
What is she under arrest for?
Like I said, she's over the age of 18. Like, that's not, that we can't really put that information, but if you bring her out here, we'll tell you.
What is she under arrest
If you bring her out here,
for?
we'll tell you right in front of you.
No, I'm not bringing her out here yet. Let me know what she's under arrest
She's going to
for.
get arrested regardless. I mean, I don't know why.
For what? For what? For what?
Are you okay with telling me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me.
Homicide. Open count of homicide. And tampering with evidence.
Tampering with evidence?
Yes.
At the hospital?
Yes.
Guess I could do a better part of the job.
Could you please
We have a report of a portable child.
That is his policy.
I will give it to you. Please don't.
IUR, repeated by she ran away from.
Alexi was charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. She is still out on bail and was even allowed to attend school events, but faces the prospect of life behind bars. Do you think the courts are going easy on Alexis Trevizo? And what are your thoughts on the other cases we discussed in this video? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to uncover more deadly details from the world of crime and policing.